want a Can Crush? I'll give you a freaking Can Crush. Okay?
I'm a hipster. I buy old electronics and play old video games, even though I didn't grow up with them. Welcome to Secret of My House. Hey guys, what's up? It's Secret of My House bidding you welcome, and it is pretty early morning at the moment, so if the lighting is terrible and I look terrible, then I'm blaming that. It's also very cold, so I have a blanket on. You know, it's cold for a Queenslander right now. It's not complaining about it. It's just is what it is. But it's not super early morning actually. It's like 8:17. So I mean, I'm doing this before 9 o'clock just to give work a chance to call me in if they want to. You know, I'm on casual today, so let's see what happens. If I get work today, I get it. If I don't, oh well. But have my pickups lined up here, and before I get into them, I'll just say this week was a total disaster until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Didn't have a chance to get out for any week. Had to film a video after work. I was tired as fuck, and the video shows that. But yeah, I mean, I got my pickups here. Let's stop whinging about them. Let's start showing them, because there's an item in this week's pickup that may be the best item I've ever found ever, and it's a deuce. It's a doozy. So let's show. All right. So before Friday of this week, all I had managed to find was this for $1 DVD Flying High the sequel, and that was it. I found that on a Wednesday after work. You know, I usually get off work just right around the time that the op shops close. So if I can hit them, I hit them. If not, I can't. But that was all I had found, and I was like, on Friday I got called in, and I got off early because it was Friday, which is pretty awesome. And I decided to go down to Goodna and hit up the Goodna cash converters, where I got this stuff. I also hit up the rest of the op shops around Good. No, didn't really find anything, but that's the way it is sometimes. But I scored at the cash converters, which was really nice, and someone actually beat me there. Didn't get a chance to see everything that he got. Like, I don't think he got really good stuff. Like, he had a SingStar game, so like, he couldn't have gotten too good. But I went in and I found some okay stuff myself. There was a copy of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis on the PlayStation 2. It had the manual, had the wrong game in it though. It had Medal of Honor Frontline in it, and I was like, ah! Now apparently the other guy was going to get it, but then he left it because it had the wrong disc in it. And they decided to hold the case for him, and I was going to offer them a couple bucks for the case, but oh well, I still got some alright stuff. Don't know why he left behind some of these if he was picking up SingStar, but in that location for $3, I got Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, I do already have a copy of this. I've had multiple copies of it in the past, and it's an easy sell. You know, I can get 12, 15 bucks for this plus shipping, so for $3, it's a no-brainer to pick up. You know, that's what you do. You buy and you sell. You do it smart. Also grabbed some PlayStation 2 games for my collection. I'm not chasing an incredible amount of PlayStation 2 games, but I basically have most of the ones I want, and then it's just, you know, if I see some that interest me, I'll pick them up, like Scooby-Doo, First Frights. And one of these Scooby-Doo games I'm actually looking for on the PlayStation 2 is Mystery Mayhem, so if anyone has that, let me know. I do see it often, it's just it's always scratched up. So this one, I picked it up, $3, thought, yeah, it looks alright. Scooby-Doo, he's a cool fella. Unfortunately, the case on this is a bit cracked, but you know, I can swap out a case. So grab Asterix at the Olympic Games. I remember when this came out. It came out to coincide with a movie release. But for $3, I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. Can't be too bad. From 2007, so not the latest released PlayStation 2 game, but pretty late. I mean, the PlayStation 3 was out by this point. But yeah, cool to get. Looks like a little bit of track and field action. I do like track and field, so this one should be fun too. And one that I've already played, and it is absolute hot garbage. Tarzan Freewired for $3. I feel bad for paying this much for it. This game is so bad. I mean, you'd think because it was published by Ubisoft and like Disney Interactive, that it would be somewhat okay because like, you know, both studios publish and develop pretty good games. I mean, the Hercules game, not Hercules, well, the Hercules and the Tarzan game on the PlayStation 1 are both pretty good games, so I thought it was a pretty safe bet this would be a pretty good one too. I couldn't wait to play it, so I did already. It's complete and in good condition, but it's just not a very good game. It's very rough. I mean, all the levels, you're basically running down a corridor, kind of. You know, you can go left and right and up and down and stuff, but you know, it's just a corridor. You have to go down a set path, otherwise you can't progress. And you know, it's not the worst thing. I mean, Crash Bandicoot does that, but it's like this game just makes it really boring and kind of tedious. Well, Crash Bandicoot, there's like there's a challenge and a fun factor to it in Crash Bandicoot. This one's just boring. You know, it's not really challenging. And like I saw Tarzan Freewired, and I thought it'd be a racing game, but no, it's a 3D platformer with sections where you just like slide on a vine, and that's supposed to be the free ride part. You know, it's just not very good. Don't pick it up if you see it. Pretty cool here. Also had a bunch of VHS tapes, and not a whole lot of people pick these up anymore, which is unfortunate, because these are some really cool titles. I got the best one at the bottom, as always. But these were 10 cents each, except for that one, which was 20 cents. I don't know what makes that a 20-cent title as opposed to 10 cents, but I picked these up. They're all ex-rental ones, and, you know, they're all old-school movies, so they looked cool, and I wanted to grab them to watch them. We have Mission Hell. Look at that cover art. Isn't that awesome? Like some guy running away from the cops. He's got like a sniper rifle lined up on him. This looks really cool. I definitely look forward to watching this. Don't know if any of these are worth any money, by the way. I mean, I don't really think about that when I buy VHS tapes. I think about if it looks fun to watch, and if I usually buy a VHS tape if it's something I'm not going to find on DVD. You know, look at this, Sloan. Check out that cover art. Like, I'm buying these on cover art. Hold on. There we go. Check out that cover art. Manly man in, like, a forest, shooting some at him. He's rescuing a wife, or a kidnapper. Got a helicopter in the background. This looks awesome, man. It's like a great movie for 10 cents. Cold Heaven, once again, I bought that on cover art alone. I mean, what's going on here? Some woman's drowning into this guy's mouth. I mean, come on, what is this? The nun on the back? This looks awesome. A darkly erotic thriller. Ooh, sex scene. Oh, baby. We have Show of Force, which, once again, just looks awesome. Look at this. Doesn't this look like a great movie? It's got Lou Diamond Phillips in it. I know Lou Diamond Phillips. He's from Young Guns. It's a great movie. Oh, that's awesome. You have a little like ad for Movie World Hollywood on the Gold Coast. It's not the best theme park, but I like it. I haven't been there in years, unfortunately, but very cool to get. Oh man, I just get called in for work. No, that's a text. Whew, thank God. Like, I'd like to work today, but not while I'm filming. This one was the 20-cent title, Grievous Bodily Harm. This is the only one in here that I've actually heard of. Like, I don't really know anything about the movie. I just know I've heard of this before. I've heard the name Grievous Bodily Harm as a movie, so you know, I'll look forward to checking it out. It should be alright. And look at this, man. Look at this. Fucking look at it. Does this look like a good movie or what? Some crazy mofo in a dominatrix outfit going around killing people? That's awesome. Never even heard of this before. This looks fantastic. Oh, bless me, sorry. It's a little bit dusty around here. Didn't show any of the VHS tapes on these, but yeah, they're all in there, all look very awesome. And these are all ex-rental, and like, rental places aren't even around anymore. At least not too many of them. Alright, so that's what I got from the Goodnet Cash Converters. Pretty good haul, I'd say. You know, I haven't got a good VHS haul in the longest time, so... Also, on that day, EB Games was still open, and I needed to post some items. So I went to EB Games and just had a browse around. You know, it's in the same shopping center as Cash Converters, so I hit up Cash Converters as well, and found some stuff in there, which I will show in a minute. But in the EB Games, I just found 2 items. Didn't spend a whole lot of money, just $6 in there. And I grabbed this one, XG Blast. And I grabbed this up thinking, oh yeah, this looks awesome on the back. This looks like what's it called? I forget the name of it. I'll post it down below, whatever. But turns out I already have a copy, so if anyone wants this copy, let me know and you can have it. I mean, I'll just let you have it. I mean, it's going to cost me like $2 to ship. I paid $2 for it. Whatever. However, I will probably hold on to this copy because it's got a Australian rating as opposed to a European one. That's okay. You know, I'd rather have the Australian copy than a shitty European copy. No offense to Europeans. Oh man, look at the dislikes. They're gonna be there now. But yeah, $2, I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. Even though I already had it, didn't know. And I grabbed this. Fortunately, I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore, so I will be selling this on. If this was on the PlayStation 3, I would definitely keep this. But because I don't have an Xbox 360, I don't really have a need for this. Murdered Soul Suspect, the limited edition. I remember when I bought my copy on release day of this game on the Xbox 360, it came in this kind of limited edition, even though I didn't order it like that, and it's actually pretty cool. It's got the game in there. If I remember correctly, you could get this limited edition for the same price as a regular copy of the game, so it was like, why not upgrade? There's the game. All in there. Then we have this art book, which is actually written as like a journal of the main character in the game. It's like, got some codes and stuff in there. It's actually written as a journal, and you see, like concept art, and then it'll do like, oh, an old photo I found on my hard drive and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's really cool. I wish more, like, publishers would put out art books like this, where it's like, it's not just an art book, it's something that ties into the game a little bit. Because that's awesome. I mean, there's one that I think is really cool. If I can find it really quickly, I will show it to you. Here we go. This one is like, I saw this on our apartment blog, and like, damn, man, that's awesome. Like, there's a monster there. Like, it's down, it's sitting down, and it gets up when it sees you. That's fantastic, man. Now, $4 for that. I would love to keep it, but I don't have my 360 anymore, so there's no real point. Unless someone wants it, they'll just give it to you. I mean, Andy, if you don't have that set yet, let me know, I'll add it to your fucking pile. My pile of games for him is bigger than my pile of games in my bloody collection, I tell you. It's getting up there. There. Alright. Also hit up Cash Converters. They had a bunch of games in there. They had, like, every Pokemon game on the DS. They had Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum. I don't remember the other one. They had Yokai Watch on the 3DS, which I was going to pick up. They had Majora's Mask on the 3DS as well, and they had them all for $19 each, and for some of those, that's a really, really good price. For Soul Silver and Heart Gold, those are fantastic deals, but I was with a mate of mine, and he said he wanted to pick them up, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. Grab them yourself. I'll just grab Yokai Watch. You can grab the rest if you want. And he tried to grab them. Some of them were sold on Webshop. He was able to get a few of the others. I went up with my pile. I tried to buy Yokai Watch. Pending sold on Webshop. I was like, I'm spewing. That's a game that still goes for basically what it started off as. I mean, that's a game that hasn't gone down in price at all. You know, it's like a Pokemon or a Mario or a Zelda game. I mean, they don't go down in price, unfortunately. And I was going to pick it up for $19 because I knew that was a good deal, but sold pending on Webshop. And when I checked on Webshop, it was up to like $40. And I was like, yeah, don't really want to pay that. But I did grab some DVDs. He grabbed some DVDs as well. They had some anime in, which was pretty cool. We both got out pretty well. Like, he got some Hayao Miyazaki movies. I got some Digimon stuff. And this guy right here. You know what? Fuck it. Pick up of the week. Pingu forever, bitches. If you didn't grow up with Pingu, get off my channel. You're not welcome. I'm just joking. I love Pingu. He's like a radical penguin type character who's always getting into trouble. And like, he only speaks by like making like horn sounds. It's so odd. This is over 2 hours of this little bastard for $1, and I have another Pingu set. It's cool to get another one. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I'll grab it. It's $1. I also grabbed some Digimon box sets. One was $1, one was $5. I don't know the logic behind it. Don't really care, to be honest. I bought this one not really knowing what it was. Digimon Data Squad Collection 3. When it comes to Digimon, if it's past the first, like, 3 seasons, I have no idea what I'm buying. But it was $1, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a watch. If I don't like it, I can probably sell it online for like $5 or something. Someone will buy it for $5 if they're really chasing it. So 2 discs in there. Yeah. I gotta say though, I mean, if you bought this brand new, you probably got ripped off. I mean, it says Collection 3. You would think it's an actual like good collection of stuff, but it's only got 12 episodes on it over 2 discs and like no special features, no option to view it in Japanese. I mean, no subtitles. I mean, you get the episodes on this and that's it. I mean, that's pretty slack, to be honest. I mean, have a look at like a Simpsons season. You get every episode on there. You get audio commentary. You get deleted scenes. You get bloopers. You get like storyboard footage. Like, you get awesome stuff on like seasons of The Simpsons, but like nothing on this. You get the episodes. That's it. And I mean, same with this, but at least this has more episodes. This was $5, but I was willing to pay that because, this is around my era for Digimon. This is Collection 2. I would like to get Collection 1 and possibly Collection 3. But Collection 2 is good enough for now. This contains 26 episodes, so that's better than bloody 12. I mean, sure, it doesn't have any of the other stuff that, like, a good box set would have, but I mean, 26 episodes, that's alright. Considering you probably would have been paying around the same price for these at release, I mean, got it all in there. Don't really like this packaging. I mean, this could get scratched up, but I'm sure it's okay. It is okay, I've checked it. And yeah, Digimon. Awesome. My foot's getting tired. Alright. From there, I didn't do anything until Sunday. I was going to do stuff on Saturday, but Saturday was very busy for me. I had to go to a party, and I had to go to, I had to do like a charity thing. Like, I was mowing a lawn for a young care property. It was a big lawn. Took a while. Like, even with help, it took a while. But, I like to give back to the community like that. I mean, I'd want them to help me out if I was in their situation, so it's okay to help them out. But on Sunday, I went to the markets, and after that, my brother and his friends wanted to go out to the op shops just to have a look around. I was like, yeah, I'll come along, man. and we had a good time. Went to the op shops. I didn't find anything in the op shops. They found some really good stuff. We went to the tip shop as well, the local one in Acacia Ridge, and they found some really, really nice clothes and books, and I found some video games there, but just at the market, I found this guy right here. I didn't find anything else at the market except for like the super pickup of this week, but I was going through all of the aisles, and it was only in the last two aisles that I actually found stuff, so I thought I wasn't going to find anything, and then I scored really, really well. I mean, I found the best item, the best singular item I've ever found, and the most I've ever spent at a market. So, there are two main video game sellers at the market now, which amazes me. I mean, there used to be like zero, and now there's two. I mean, what chance do I have to get in, but, like, to get in as a buyer and get deals, but, like, I went in, I thought, I was at the last two aisles, and I was like, man, I'm not finding anything. I'm just gonna hit up this guy, the video game guy. He has a lot of good stuff. He knows his prices, but, he'll usually give you a deal on something, depending on what it is. No deals this week, unfortunately, but he had Alien Resurrection. Asked him how much he wanted for it. He's like, $20. I was like, yeah, I'll continue looking around, see if I can find anything else. Maybe like a bundle deal. And he said, that's cool. I found another game called Bug Rider on the PlayStation 1. He wanted $15 for it. It was one that I've never heard of before. I don't know if it's worth anything. But I thought $15, I'm not really willing to take a risk on it, so I'll just grab Alien Resurrection for $20. And this is one that I did splurge on a little, because this is one that I've really wanted to play for a long time. And I'm kind of at the point of my PlayStation 1 collection where, like, I'll see the games that he has and think, man, I just got in too late. There's no chance of me finding these now for cheap. I mean, there's too much competition out there. There's too many. There are too many factors going into it. So I doubt I'm going to be able to find like a Mega Man Legends out there for like $5 or something. Those days are over, unfortunately. But I'm happy he hooked me up on a good game for a good price. This is in my PlayStation 2 at the moment. And it's almost at 9 o'clock, so I don't think I'm going to be called in, so I may just play this today. I've heard it's a great game. I've seen Jeff McKenzie play it. Shout out, link in the description, so we will see what happens. And I'll save that for last, the last item, just because it's so good. I'll show you what I got at the tip shop. My buddies, they got a bunch of books, a bunch of nice clothes. I picked up some jumpers for the homeless. My mom does that, so like if I see jumpers for like $1 or $2, I'll grab them for her. And they had video games there too. They had video games there. It says scratched $2, but a Mario Kart for $2. Yeah, it is scratched. It is very scratched. Yeah, you can see it like that. It's like, that's what a buffing machine was made for. I'll take this to a JB Hi-Fi. I'll pay $5 to get this fixed. Actually, no, I won't. There's a crack there. How can I show this? Yeah, there's a crack. This game's fucked. Whatever. $2. Got a case. Got a case from Mario Kart. Whatever, this game made up for it. $2 for Rampage Total Destruction. Complete. This one also has a little bit of scratching, but it's not quite as bad as the other game. This is the one that I wanted to get. Surprisingly, I don't think I have this game, even though it's a really good game. Yeah, I thought... Like, when I saw it, I thought, Mario Kart for $2, I'll pick that up no matter how scratched it is. Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. Doesn't matter, man. It's $2, who cares? But the big pickup of this week, singularly, this is probably the best pickup I've ever gotten. I'll tell you the story of it before I show you the item. I was at the market. I was going down all the aisles, didn't find anything except for that in the second aisle. Got to the last aisle, thought, you know what? This last aisle, it's always the same people. They sell, like, plants, they sell, like, collectibles, they sell junk, they sell, like, tools. I'm not really wanting to go down this aisle, but I haven't found anything else, so I'll go down it just to see what they have. I went down to the guy who sells collectibles. He had, he has like his little video game stuff, and just to give you an idea of his prices, he's asking $17 for a copy of Alien Isolation on the 360, which is like, I mean, come on, man. Hook a brother up. But yeah. And I didn't even see it. Some guy said, this is the first video game system I ever owned. I shouldn't say it like that. I mean, he didn't sound goofy or anything. He just sounded like a guy. And he said that, and I looked over to where the guy was saying, and he was pointing at a Nintendo, and I was like, oh shit, Nintendo in the box. I walked up to it, so it was $300, and I was like, I'm not gonna grab that. I don't have the money for it. And I saw a bunch of games. He had some good ones. He had Kung Fu. He had Mario Brothers 3 in the box. He's had a lot of quality titles. And he was asking premium for them. He was asking between $30 and $50 for each of them. I was like, none of them are worth $50 except for this one. This was the game that was in the system. I saw that he had the box for it. Saw the price tag on it that said works. Come on. Gotta show the price tags so people believe me. Works $49. I thought I gotta go hit the ATM real quick. I didn't ask him to put the game aside for me just because I didn't want him to think, oh yeah, maybe this is worth more. I just went to the ATM, then came back. And this game was out for 5 hours. I showed up at the market late. It was like 10:30 by the time I saw this game, and no one else had picked it up. It is complete in box. The Jetsons Coswell's Caper. And this box isn't mint by any means. It has got wear. It's got some tape around there. It's got some sticker residue there. But as far as boxes go, it's not crushed. It's not been destroyed in any way. It's just got shelf wear. I mean, this is a nice box. And the game, it's got a little bit of crumpling there. The top looks alright. I don't even have to clean this game, really. It looks very nice. It also had the manual. And it had a dust sleeve in there. So this is as complete gets. I cannot find any sold listings for this on eBay. But the cheapest one on eBay right now for an Australian copy is $264. And this is a holy grail item in America, so I don't know what to price it at. I mean, I ended up getting it for $45. I bargained the guy down just a little bit. And yeah, man. When the money entered his hands and the game entered my hands, I got a shiver down my spine. I got a feeling of bliss that I've only had 3 other times or 2 other times in my collecting career. The first time I got that feeling was when I got a bunch of Super Nintendo games at a cash converters for $2 back in 2011. The second time is when I got my first ever video game, or just my first ever score. I was in an op shop somewhere in 2010, and I got a bunch of VHS tapes for 50 cents each, and they were all brand new, and I was like, yeah, it's a great feeling. It's like the ultimate feeling of knowing you've gotten a great deal on something, and I will not be keeping this for myself. I mean, I don't really collect NES. I have a very small NES collection. They're just not really games that I care all that much for, and I don't have a working Nintendo. I play these on the Retron 5, and when it comes down to it, I would rather have $300 for this game than have this game. So if anybody wants it, let me know. I mean, I'll give you the hookup, give you a really good deal on it, but I'll let you guys have it. I'll leave it up for a week before I post it on eBay, but I'm going to price this low enough for it to just sell immediately. I'll probably price this at like 200 bucks or something, just to get it out there. Someone's going to get a really good deal on this, and, I'm going to remember this find for a long, long time. I mean, man, this is the one that people look for. This game is so pricey online. I mean, it's easy to say, like, I'm not in it for the money, but when you find a game that's worth like 200 bucks, it's like, ooh, that's some nice looking money. But yeah, that's my pickups for this week. I mean, that's a super great score, man. 50 bucks for that complete in box Jetsons NES. It's gonna be a long time before I can top this. However, Bookfest is coming. Aw, yeah. If you guys have seen my other Bookfest videos, I'm gonna hope to top them. So, this is Secret of My House, bidding you farewell. If you would like this item, definitely let me know. But yeah, Secret of My House, bidding you farewell.
And that's all, folks.